Have you ever looked down at your hand with care and attention to the truth? That glimpse like, oh, it's just a palm, but an observation of reality. Like his hand, he is trying to tell you a secret, because there is something that a lot of people today, and he is not able to disver. In a few hands, and the lines seem to form the letters. And it has a letter that, in particular, that you will keep coming back to in ancient traditions. The letter A. And here comes the part that attaches to the neck. A lot of people think that when the letter A appears to be quite distinct in the palm, it's not just a coincidence. It is often interpreted as a sign of spiritual protection, the so-called destiny, intuition, and a sharp. But it's also, depending on where it appears in the context of the lines, which can be seen as an alert to the symbolic. People with sensitive, which absorbs the energy, which comes in cycles of intense change, and that is, if you don't care, if it wears away too much. Quiet. Me, when I say dangerous. And I'm not talking about the physical danger of a literal, not to predict the future as if it were a sentence. I'm talking of danger, the emotional and energetic, in a symbolic sense as well. The kind of person who lives for all at the most. It feels too much, it carries too far, and sometimes you don't even realize that they're being drained away. And today, I'm going to guide you step-by-step guide. How to find out if there is a letter in his hand, where she would appear, the traditions of Freemasonry and its symbolism have to say about this, and more importantly, what can you do with this information is to better understand and protect yourself from the patterns that I wear. Because in the end, I am going to show you an easy way to look out for your hand and understand if the tag is just a drawing of a random, or if he or she is pointing to a marked trait of his way inside. Now, before I reveal to you all, if you sign up for the channel and share this video with anyone who loves mysteries, spirituality, and self-discovery. I'm serious. There are people who will look out for his hand today, and you'll feel a click from the inside out. And I want you here with me until the very end. I know what you may be thinking to yourself. Yeah, but why do any of us he would study the lines of the hand? Is this real? I love this question, because they've already put the thing in the right place for you. In the palmistry, the way it is a time-honored tradition that interprets the lines of the hand as a symbol, not as scientific proof of the destination, but it's kind of like a map of the symbolic. Trends, feelings, and traits of personality, time of change, the potential built into it. And why is there such a long time ago? From ancient civilizations in various cultures, people have always sought ways of understanding the invisible, what we feel, but do not know how to explain it. What one sees it, but can't prove it to you. The hand, it's the perfect place to do it, because she is with you wherever you go. It changes all the time. It reflects the habits, stress, stages of life. And when you observe the lines, we're not necessarily saying, in the universe, he wrote to his future there. Many of the schools, they see it as a symbolic language of its own way. Now comes something that a lot of people don't know. In addition to the main lines of life, head and heart, there are intersections, forks, and small brands, and sometimes these encounters make up the illustration. Figures and draw attention because the human brain recognizes patterns. It's just that, in the mystical traditions, these patterns may also be seen as a sign, and the letter A, when she shows up, it turns into one of those signs of the most talked about. Now, I'm going to explain to you the way to a more honest as possible. First of all, yes, it can be more than just the gathering nature of the lines. Our body has no creases, marks, folds. Over time, it can be stronger or less pronounced. But why is it that some people have lyrics clearer than the other? In a symbolic vision of Freemasonry, it has some of the interpretations. The intersections of strength, when the main thread is a lot of definition, they have to create geometric shapes in a more clear cut. The stages of the stress, and to change some of the lines that are evident during periods of intense emotion, stress, transformation, and development. Patterns of personality. There are schools that they associate the rouse deep, the people, the intense, determined by the energy contained in it. Now here comes the part that I find most interesting. In the mystical tradition, the letters are not just words. These are the characters of the show. And the symbols are like the messages of the unconscious mind. Do they point to something that you are already living it, but maybe you still don't have a name? So, when someone says, "I've got one in the hand," this could mean either, "I feel like I've got a call. I can see that my life changed to the cycle of a frequency. I have a gut feel weird to me, save for a few things. I absorb energy from the surroundings. I will carry the weight that it isn't even mine." And notice, this is not a prediction. This is the reading of the pattern. And if you're here, and I bet you have experienced at least one of these things, right now, I'm going to draw you in as if I was holding onto his hand and pointing with the finger, but only in so many words. The letter A is usually displayed when there is a triangle or a meeting place. Well-defined lines are important. The 3 lines on it, more coming on that, are lifeline. It is the one which goes around the base of the thumb, as if to embrace the hill of the thumb. The line of the head is usually running through the middle of the palm on the horizontal or slightly inclined. The line of heart, it is the most up close to the base of the toes. Where these lines cross each other in a way that was specific to the times, with a smaller die cutting in the middle, it may seem that there is a "the." In a few hands it looks like a capital A, good performance. On the other, it seems to be the unfinished. And here's a tip that's simple: a lot of people get it wrong. It does not try to force it. You don't want to look at that and say, "Oh, if I can imagine a lot, it turns into one." This symbol, when it is considered to be strong, this is the one you hit in the eye and says, "Wow, that's really looks like an A." So mentally me. Relax your hand. Looks easy, and trying to figure out if there's a way to, close to the center of the palm, between the line of the head and the heart at, or near the curve in the line of life. And now, I want you for your participation, because it leaves you in the living video. Comment here. Do you have any shape in the hand? Not only is the letter A, whatever the format, font, triangle, star, cross, M, anything at all. And I said, what the hand coming out? Right hand or left hand? I'm going to read the comments because that's where you start to see the patterns in real people. Now here comes the part that most shakes the head to anyone who loves a mystery. A is not just a letter. In many traditions, it represents the very beginning. Think with me, for the letter A is the first one. It is in the open, the door, the beginning of the journey. In the reading of the symbolic, the letter A may be associated with leadership, the people, even when you don't want to end up upsetting your reference. The courage within, not necessarily if he would dare to argue, but the courage to start all over again. Wake-up phases in which you to wake up to a larger whole, a purpose, a mission, a calling, a strong identity, the people who were not born to live up to the half of it. What's more, some of the schools, they say, which may suggest an energy level of protection, as if they had some kind of a sign that she is driven, but driven to learn as well. You know, the kind of person who goes through hard things and yet it seems to come out stronger. It learns and grows. It turns into another version of herself. The symbolism of the A may be related to this, the transformation of purpose, just you, and I'm going to say this with caution, for the same amount of force that protects it also comes with responsibility, because of the intensity with no direction to turn to where. And here's where enters the part of the wake-up call. I'm not going to freak you out. I'm not going to say, you can't curse, or any nonsense like that. It would be irresponsible and even cruel. But I'll tell you what, the traditions and iconic tend to point out, when the letter A appears to be quite distinct interpretations, say that a person can be, that is very sensitive to the energy environments, heavy duty, negative people, conflict, a very intense, emotional, love is strong, it undergoes a strong, gives a strong, attracted by the cycles of the processing time when everything just seems to start again from the beginning, anyone who carries more than it should have. And it goes to the in danger by the symbolic. It is not that the word is the cause of something bad. It's what it stands for as a pattern. People who live on the border, and if you don't learn how to protect yourself, you can feel drained, confused, anxious, overwhelmed. The warning is basically this. If you are this person is strong, you have to learn the limits, cleansing the emotional and the direction, because of the sensitivity is a gift. But also, this is the open door. And if you don't choose the one who walks in, it all goes in. And I'm saying this because I've seen a lot of people like this. The people are good, user-friendly, strong, that it will break due to the excessive load. This issue's beating down on you. It gets to me, because in the following I describe the most common characteristics of the symbol. If you have identified an A in your hand, or if you are suspected of paying attention to these features, and I'm going to tell it in first person because I want to be you can compare the truth to block. I feel it in the atmosphere. I walk into the place and I can see if it's lighter or heavier. I have a hunch that it sometimes scares me. Something in me says, go here, or don't go. I have tried a lot. I don't know I love the half of it. I've lived for new beginnings and great. The cuts, face, change, rebirth. I've got a lead in the garden. Even still, people look up to me. I draw the people that really need it, and sometimes I remember it as the safe harbor from all over the world. Now, I ask you, does this look like to you? Because it looks like one, so I'm going to be blunt. This channel is for you. Here I talk about the symbols of self-knowledge, mind, emotion, and spirituality in a way that was standing on the ground, but it's deep. So, if you sign up right now, because if you have to leave it for later, you forget to do so. And I want you with me in the next few movies, because on this subject, it does not stop there. If it's your hand that's showing signs of it, I'm going to help you to understand paranoia, and, without a pattern. Subscribe, turn the bell on, and come back here because the next part is crucial. Not all of the A is the same. Right now, I need to tell you about the one thing that separates it from the curiosity of the reading of the conscious clarity doesn't matter. A symbolic traditions, tends to have the following. The two lines on the side of relatively set, a toolbar in the middle or near an intersection, which gives you the idea of, and with a plug-in line with the main thread, not one that appears in any place at random. When the shape is very broken, very wrong, or it just looks like if you tilt your hand in a way that is specific, the more likely it is that it is just for a casual get-together of the brand. And it's all good, because even when it is not a perfect place, it can even be used as a self-reflection. The problem is when the person is in force, meaning, and becomes a hostage of it. So, I suggested that instead of trying to be the letter, is trying to figure out the pattern, the emotional in your life. The symbol is just a mirror site, and if you really have a strong brand, you're going to feel it in his own personality, strength, feelings, new beginnings, intuition. Now we come to the question of what everyone else does when it's in. Okay, and what do I do with it? If you found a letter in his hand, and I want you to do 3 things, a simple yet powerful. A. I look at my power. I start to realize what is good for me, and that I suck. It makes you take it. It makes you tired. And sometimes it isn't evil. It's a mismatch, energy and emotions. The two of you. I put my boundaries without guilt. I am a sensitive person. I need to get out. The limit is not true. The limit is taken care of. 3. And I'm going to turn the intensity in the direction of the intensity with no direction to turn with anxiety. The direction of turn of purpose. And right now, I want you to answer me in the comments because it is important for me to get to know who's watching. Comment. Have you found any way in their power? For a letter, a drawing, a specific type? And if you found them, I say, it seems to be more of A, M, triangle, star, cross, what? I'm going to use that feedback to bring more content to you about the symbols of the most oft repeated. Do I need to say this because I've seen people apaverando for the sake of a random video? Mistake number 1, you find that the symbol is in the sentence. It's not. Symbols are a language. You play the role of you will, you choose what to do. Mistake number 2, see the risk at all. There is, in fact, is self-knowledge. If it is a read, you're really desperate, and he's in the wrong method, because the goal is not to break it, is to strengthen, settle you. Mistake number 3, compare with picture perfect for the internet. In practice, every hand is different. The light, the angle, the texture, everything changes. The most reliable is this. You get hit in the eye and recognize it in the standard without breaking a sweat. Mistake number 4, ignore the part of his life. If you're in the stage of stress, the lines may appear to be more marked. If you're in a period of peace, that they may appear to be more smooth. And it also says something about you. So, I will ask you one thing. Use it as a mirror, not as a prison. Right now, I'm going to be a part of what I love about. Fun facts about the symbols for which appear on the hands, and why are so many reports on the patterns are similar. Did you know that in addition to the letter of the, there are the symbols that appear on many of the traditions? Some of the most talked about are M. A lot of people associate with a strong intuition to read the emotional and the ability to see a lie with ease, in the vision of the symbolic. Triangles are often connected to the focus, to learn and protection, depending on your location. Category, regarded as the most important moments, turn to the important points of the target in a personal narrative. The crosses can be interpreted as an evidence, challenges, and changes in the route. And what is more interesting, different cultures may give different names for the same symbol on them, but they tend to agree on something. The symbol is a sign of strength. And those marks are very sharp. It is usually for someone who lives in the internal processes and strong. And right now, I'm going to ask you again, why do I want to write a real map of the audience here? Comment from here. Have you got any format on the lines of the hand? A letter from appearing? And if you can, describe. It is quite clear or appears to be incomplete. This trade-off in the comments, this is the one that turns the video into the community. Right now, I'm going to delve a little bit without getting too technical. In some ways, the A can represent origin, as if your life had a theme central to that you will keep coming back to, even when you try to run away. Inner authority. You don't work as well in obedience to anyone. You have to trust in what you feel. Learning pace. You learn more from experience than theory. Calling. Not in the sense of religion, compulsory, but in the sense of the feeling that there is something of the greatest guides in conscience. And it is for this reason that so many people report a feeling similar to, I feel like I was born to live on autopilot. If you've ever talked to that from time to time, do you understand what I'm talking about? And yes, I know that may sound dramatic, but it's dramatic because for the life of the one who is sensitive is usually on the other side. And the intensity of it requires maturity. In the following, I am going to give you an easy way of turning this symbol in the tool daily, so you will not be alone in the shadows. I like to draw a mystic of the stand and place on a daily basis. If you have the letter in his hand, or if you can identify the profile of those who have this symbol, it is a test for the 7-day period. A total of 7. You do not need. The day-to-day test simple. Every day, I would do the 3 questions are. The drenou of my energy on today. It has boosted my energy on today. What is the limit I put it? At the end of 7 days, you will see the pattern. And this is more important than what any of the symbols. Perhaps, for the danger real, not the words. You may be in you. Live without limitation and without rest and without a filter or emotional. And there you have to enter a key to be powerful. Us is sensitive in need of a routine cleaning or emotional. And cleaning up an emotional can be breathed to be alone for a little bit. Cut off the excess from the social network, choose from the best, and with whom you live with. Arrange thoughts. You can say no when you need them. The letter A. In this sense, it's just a reminder that I am too. Do I need to take care of it? And now, I'm going to prepare you for the party that is the most cause of confusion, myths, and exaggerations. I'm going to talk about on the tin. There's a lot of content out there that put fear in the people to make it click. I'm not going to do that to you. Then the guard, we hold these truths to me. You have a symbol in your hand, you can escape nothing. There is no perfect out of context. The symbol is a metaphor, not a life sentence. For the best reading is that which strengthens, not to make you scared. If someone says, you have 2, so it's going to happen to such a thing, I suspect. Because this takes away their power. The right way to read this is, and if I do, I have that symbol. I do have a tendency to. I'm a trend I would choose to do. And I just want to ask a direct question to you right now because this will help me a lot. Comment. You've got the lines on some of the format in the hand. Any letter, symbol, graphic, design, which resembles a repeated. And if you want to go further, tell me. Do you feel that you are a person of intense, sensitive, or not so much? Sometimes the symbol is shown and the person is not identified, and this too is interesting. I have to tie up everything that I have told you, looking in your eyes across this story. If you have the letter in your hand, or if you notice a pattern similar to this, could be a makeup mirror. A sign by the symbolic that you are not into anyone, in the sense that emotional, you feel more, sense more, live more intensely. And that is a beautiful thing, but it's true. Because of the danger that is not magic, it is not fatalistic, there is a curse. The danger is that you have to live without if you take care of it. You absorb the energy from all over the world. That is, you carry pain that you are not your own. Are you staying strong on the outside and is exhausted from the inside out? If this video gave you the one raising it, damn it, it makes sense then. I'm going to ask you one with the force and without shame. Subscribe to the channel now and activate the bell. I want to have you here because this is the kind of content that is deeper from here on out. Share this video with anyone who loves mysteries, symbols, and self-discovery. You can, literally, be the one who makes someone else look back at his hand now and noticing a pattern which changes the shape of the figure. And comments below, because I'm going to read it. Do you have any of the font or format of the lines in your hand? And I want you to ask yourself the most important question of all. What other lines do you have in your hand? Or a specific brand like it in other parts of the body, such as signs, markings, designs, and natural on the skin? Which do you think it looks like a symbol? Tell me the way you do. I want to see the one that appears the most in the people of it, because it can turn around in the next video. And if you have stuck with me this far, I'll tell you one thing. You're not watching this, by the way. You're here because you feel that there is something inside you, asking you to understand. Then it turns on the channel. I'll see you in the next video.